Dwyer, and I'm in the Department of Theology here at Thomas More, and I'm here to talk to you today about my project, Mission Minute. And this project is designed to help us better share the Catholic intellectual tradition. So the Catholic intellectual tradition is an integral part of our mission. So right in our mission statement, we have here, inspired by the Catholic intellectual tradition, we challenge students of all faiths to examine the ultimate meaning of life, their place in the world, and their responsibility to others. And you can see it's mentioned in the explication of our mission as well. So because it's such an important part of what we do here at Thomas More, I wanted to design a project to help us better understand what exactly the Catholic intellectual tradition is and how we can incorporate it into our work here at Thomas More. So to that end, I developed a presentation that went out to all the faculty and staff this summer, and to help us better understand, to more deeply understand what the CIT is. And so I'm going to give a very brief overview of that presentation. Don't worry, I won't go through the whole thing because I know it was kind of long. But the CIT is sometimes referred to as a 2,000-year conversation between the church and the world. So what does that mean? So from the very beginning, Christ gave his apostles a commission to go out and teach all nations about the gospel, to share the gospel with all people. So from the beginning, Christians were engaging all peoples, all cultures, all questions about the meaning of the faith, right? And they're trying to explain it. So to do that, they're borrowing ideas from other cultures, right? Ideas, Greek philosophy terms, art forms, music forms, right? And this back and forth exchange has led to the production of these amazing texts, works of philosophy, theology, literature, history, works of art, music, discoveries about the world and science, and all that taken together constitutes the Catholic intellectual tradition. And so the Catholic University, which we are now, Catholic University, is the steward of the CIT in two primary ways. Okay, so it's our job to pass it on, to keep it going. And we do this in two ways. The first is we celebrate and share the treasures of the past. So all those things that have been created already, right? The philosophy, the theology, the art, the music, the science. We pass it on. We keep studying it. We keep teaching it. We keep sharing it with others. But secondly, it's something that we continue to produce, right? It's not over. It's not something that happened and then we're just passing it on, right? It's something we continue to create. And how do we do that? By pursuing the truth in our different disciplines, right? To try to fully understand the meaning of the universe through our different disciplines. So it's something that's ongoing. And one analogy that I think is kind of helpful, it's like a family tradition, right? In our family traditions, there's something of the past that we're passing on. That might be photos, heirlooms, stories that we're handing on from one generation to the next. But it's also an evolving story, right? You're creating family traditions by living your family life together right now. So that's kind of what we're doing with the CIT, passing on what has been given to us, but also continuing to create and develop and research anew. So I gave a few examples of what this looks like in action at a Catholic university, engaging the CIT. So I'm just going to run through a couple of them. First, the discipline of art. Engaging the CIT involves studying the treasures of the past, right? And we have so many. Think about it. Michelangelo, right? Raphael. Right here we have Raphael's Tempe Madonna. So studying those beautiful pieces of artwork. Looking at contemporary works of the same themes, right? So right in our own chapel, Mary Seat of Wisdom Chapel, we have this beautiful stained glass window done by a local artist, Sister Emmanuel Pieper. So engaging the CIT means looking at those contemporary works that are being made right now. And then the third part, creating new works. So faculty, students continuing to make new art that expresses these themes in a new way that's relatable to our current culture. Okay, second, science. So what does it look like to engage the CIT in science? One, studying the treasures of the past again. So modern science, in some ways, is a product of Christianity. What do I mean by that? Well, Christianity, and I mean kind of Western science here, Christianity believes that the world is created. It's endowed with an order, and that order is discoverable. So it's not an accident that many of the first modern scientists were Christians. And not only that, they were Catholic priests. Many people are surprised to learn that the first person to posit the Big Bang Theory was a Catholic priest. A lot of times evolution and Christianity are pitted against each other, when in fact a Catholic priest was the first to posit this theory of the universe. The father of modern genetics was Father Gregor Mendel, a Catholic monk. So engaging the CIT in our curriculum is looking at those treasures of the past, making that connection. Also studying contemporary works. So one example is looking at the work of the members of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences, and then also pursuing new research, like we were just hearing about in Meenakshi's presentation. Another example would be using the BB&T Observatory to explore the universe. Third example here in literature. So again, studying those great works, Dante, Dostoevsky, Sigrid Undset, she's one of my favorites. She's also a Nobel Prize winner. If you haven't read Kristen Lagerfeld, you're in for a treat. If there's any Lord of the Rings fans here, J.R.R. Tolkien, he was a Catholic. And Middle-earth, in large part, was a product of his Catholic understanding of the universe, so he's in the CIT. Also studying contemporary works, and then again, creating new works, researching, writing new works that reflect the principles of the CIT. And then I'm going to skip this one for the sake of time. Okay, so that was the first part of the project, just kind of familiarizing ourselves with the CIT. And the second and main part is the Mission Minute itself. So in order to better share the CIT with our students, the Mission Minute gives a venue for us to kind of pool our knowledge and share our knowledge about the CIT with each other. So what I'm doing is I'm reaching out to faculty, and I invite all of you, and I want to make very clear, you do not need to be a Catholic to participate in this, you don't need to be a Catholic to participate in the CIT. But I'm asking faculty to share about members in the CIT that they find interesting within their discipline. And then what we're doing is I'm working with a faculty member to create a profile, both a written version and an audio version, that then will be shared on a weekly basis with the whole faculty and staff. And I literally mean a minute. I'm trying to develop these profiles that are a paragraph long that would take a minute to read or a minute to listen to. So I wanted to share just one of the ones that we've already developed today, and that is Frank Duveneck. And this one was read, and Becky Bilbo read it and helped me develop it. And I'd like to play this one for you now, just to give you an idea of what we're trying to do.
Frank Duveneck is the most important Native artist in the history of the northern Kentucky, greater Cincinnati area. Duveneck's Catholic heritage shaped his early training with the Covington Altar Stock Building Company, formed by the Benedictine brothers. Duveneck assisted the Benedictines in their work of providing art for the new Roman Catholic churches, and in doing so acquired experience in painting as well as carving and gilding for altars. Duveneck produced a beautiful Madonna and child painting during this time period, which he gifted to our own Benedictine sisters. The brothers encouraged Duveneck to go to Munich for further training, and he left Covington in 1869. The Munich school style was characterized by a unique dark palette and expressive brushwork. It was here that he produced what has become his most famous painting, The Whistling Boy, in 1872. This style was a new expression of truth, beauty, and goodness through art. This, along with the influence of his Catholic faith and his formation as an artist, make him a contributor to the Catholic intellectual tradition.
All right, and I chose this one first. We have an exhibit of Frank Duvenek's work right now in our art gallery. I highly recommend looking at it if you haven't seen it yet. This is the Madonna and Child that's in the gallery right now. So in addition to these profiles, I have a couple of other little extension projects that I'm doing. One, working on developing a video on the Catholic intellectual tradition. I interviewed President Chillo and Father Twaddell and a couple other faculty members, and so that video will be placed on the website with these profiles, the weekly profiles that we're doing, so we can share it with the wider community. I'm also working on a CIT display in the library. So as we profile these figures, I'm hoping to put out some of their works, like if they've written books or done research, we'll display that research, those books to make them, or books that have been written about them, to make them easily accessible to faculty, staff, and students. I'll be doing a Faculty Wednesday workshop on the topic, and I'm also presenting and discussing the CIT with admissions as well to help us better communicate to our students how this is a really exciting part of what we do here at Thomas More and a reason to come here for their education. So thank you very much.